Okay, so the place to start with this question is, what transformation is it? So you just need to ask yourself a few questions. Has it been reflected? Does it look like a mirror image? Well, no, it doesn't on this one. Has it been rotated? Has it been flipped around? No, they're the same way up. Has it got bigger or smaller? Well, no, it hasn't. It stayed the same. And if the answers to all those questions are no, 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 then we're left with translation. Now, translation just means it's moved. So the first answer, the first bit of the answer, is just saying it's a translation. Now, they might not give the mark anymore for that. It might be a 1 mark question, so we need to make sure we get the next bit. So, to describe a translation, you need to pick the same point on both the shapes. Now, I always pick the top left point, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent between the two shapes. So I'm going to pick the top left on A, and I'm going to pick the top left on B. And the first thing you do is find out how many jumps does it take to go left or right from A to B. So I'm going to start on A, and I'm going to keep going left or right until I line up with the mark I put on B. Well, I'm not going to go right, I'm going to go left. So I go 1, 2 jumps left. Okay. The next thing I've got to do is go up or down until I hit B. Well, it's going to be up, so it's going to be 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps. Now, the way of showing how that it's gone 2 left and 4 up, you used to be able to just write 2 left and 4 up, but they don't like that anymore because that's not very mathsy. We use things called vectors. Now, vectors have a number at the top which says how far right it's gone, and a number at the bottom which shows how far up it's gone. The problem with this one is it hasn't gone right. So the way of showing left is dead simple. You just put a minus. So it's gone -2. So if you think about it, it's gone right -2, which is left 2. And it's gone 4 up, so we put the 4 there. Now, a common mistake, and I stress the word mistake, is to put a line between the two because people are used to writing fractions. You don't want to draw that line. Okay, and sometimes markers might look at that and go, oh, actually, is that a fraction? No, we can't possibly give the mark. They're fair markers, but if you do something non-mathematical, they will penalise you, or mostly. And that's it. And you could write translation by the vector. So we could, in this bit here, by the vector. But I've not seen that on any mark schemes. I think if you've got translation and the brackets, that's fine.